What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, straight from the kangaroo and into your living room. Here it comes again, another year, another Call of Duty. This has been quite familiar within Activision to release a new Call of Duty, and this year is no different, but they are going back to their roots with Call of Duty World War II, so this is going back to the classic days. I remember Call of Duty 2 being in that time period, and it is a time frame that is well remembered by many Call of Duty fans. We've seen it recently within Battlefield going back into World War I. It has been rather successful in terms of the publicity for it. We remember the previous Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was not quite as successful. It kind of had a rough launch, and by rough I mean it got penetrated. But publicity-wise, a World War II Call of Duty game should do quite well. So I have got some information that I would like to cover, and as you see on screen right now, there are some actual images that were leaked of the upcoming Call of Duty game, which is very, very interesting to see indeed. The graphics are quite nice from what I've seen. Firstly, there will be a beta. It will be a closed beta. You get access to it when you pre-order the game, so that will really make some people very happy. I know a particular group of YouTubers and the subsection of a community that will despise that fact, that you can only get into the closed beta by pre-ordering, but yeah, that's the way you get into it. The release date of the game is November 3rd, 2017, and Activision has been telling us that it will be a boots-on-the-ground multiplayer. Now, the thing is that the last Call of Duty was heavily drowned upon, basically drenched. It was smothered because of the fact that it was not a boots-on-the-ground Call of Duty. I remember when the trailers came out for Infinite Warfare, people were just going off about it because of how many jump packs and booster packs, and it's just like Advanced Warfare. So a lot of people really hated that idea of, again, here we go again, we aren't doing the classic kind of Call of Duty, the Call of Duty that most people fell in love with. Now, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty, well, the last one that I found to be good, was Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and that was mainly because of its competitive edge. I really enjoyed playing its competitive mode and climbing up the ranks. I thought it was quite nice. It played well to an esports type arena. The people who are into the competitive setting really enjoyed Black Ops 2, but you've seen a dip over time as the upcoming releases came out. But recently, competitive Call of Duty seems to have gone down the toilet, with viewership dropping substantially from the classic MW3 and Black Ops 2 days. Quoting Activision's wonderful jargon, they say, "Breathtaking experience that defines World War II for a new gaming generation." Well, isn't that great? Land in Normandy on D-Day and battle across Europe through history's most monumental war. They clearly haven't seen two kangaroos kickboxing. One thing to note is a major competitor will be Battalion 1944. It has got a free open beta in comparison to the closed beta, so that is one thing to note. I think that a lot of the hardcore audience will really try to venture off towards Battalion, while I think the younger generation of gamers will go towards the newer Call of Duty. I think that there are a huge subsection that just don't know what Battalion 1944 is, because they don't pay attention to Reddit. They don't pay attention to why it's going to be a really awesome game and why the developers are doing a much better job than Activision and Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward. These groups have really become monotonous through the years by recycling the same things over and over again. Finally, there will be no zombie mode, so that sucks major Kalukas. Now, from all the sources I've personally seen, there is not going to be a zombies mode in this title, and that kind of makes sense because Treyarch is normally the one who takes care of the zombie mode. But in place of that, we've got a co-op mode, so that should be just wonderful. It's going to be quote-unquote high octane, so who knows, it may be good. We'll have to wait and see. I hate to be critical of something that I personally haven't played, and I'm not going to do that. I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll just have to see if it's any good, but zombies is a really popular format across the Call of Duty franchise, and in many cases, zombies is more popular than the multiplayer a lot of the time, so it will be interesting to see what they come up with, but leave me your thoughts in the comments section below about everything I've talked about in this video. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.